What is up? Good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. I totally lost track of time here. I am packing. I am moving back home. Heading back to Miami today. First of all, cheers, you guys. I got my mango in. I will be honest, it's a little sweet, a little sweeter than I normally care for, but I am on it. I also a little somber today, just kind of like this George Floyd thing has me a little not okay. I don't want to get into it too heavy. I just want to say that my topic today was good morning. Good morning, Chris. The topic today is fear and what's holding you back from living your best life ever. But I also want to talk about fear because it triggers something in me, and I just want to be very, very clear. I will always stand as an ally to my Black and brown family. I was raised in a Black and brown community, so with white privilege, I just want to be very clear that what's happening and what's been happening over years and years and years, I just find it disgusting and despicable. So to my Black and brown friends, you have an ally in me. I will stand with you, and we will get through this somehow, some way, but we all have to work together. And if you see something, you say something, you record it, you make a scene. Every one of us as allies need to stand up and step in and start doing more for our brothers and sisters. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but that's how I feel. I think we are, I went through Rodney King, I went through McDuffie. I was born and raised in Miami, so if you know me and you were around at that time, it's just nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And we as allies, my friends and my family that are out there as my allies, my white friends, we gotta step up. I mean, allies, whether you're allies to the gay community, whether you're allies to Black and brown or Mexican or Latino or whatever community that is out there that is being persecuted in any way, if you guys are female, you guys, listen, we have to support each other. We are in a crazy, crazy time. Coronavirus, all of this madness right now. And if I had a child of color and I knew that I was sending my brown baby out into the world, I can't even imagine the fear that these parents are going through. And it's on the daily. In the United States of America, united. How are we united? That's just a bunch of bullshit. And the only way that we're going to be able to change it, and the only way that we're going to overcome this, is to unite with each other. And I think that there are so many of my women on here that are just powerful. You guys are just like powerful, badass. Bessie, Lori, everybody that's on here, Denise, Regina. If you see something, you say something, and you stand up and you protect our family. Those are our people. And if you're racist, you got to go check that, because that's just like stupid. Just stupid. All right, so let me not get too heavy into that. I love you guys. Bessie, good morning, everybody. Woo! 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 We've got an amazing leg day today, but I wanted to touch on, good morning. I just need a sip, get things going. Woo! I get heated. Now I'm wearing it. Happy Saturday. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Alice, what is up? Beauty, what is up? Talking today about fear. Fear is an illusion. I know, Lisa, but I still get scared. Some of us get scared for like some really crazy reasons too. Like, fear of fear of other people. That's like the whole, like, I'm in support of Black Lives Matter. Like, we have prejudices, or we have fears of other people. We judge things, we judge people, we judge ourselves, right? We're so hard on ourselves. We're so hard on, my hair is so long right now. We're super hard on ourselves. I know I am. So I can reflect that back to you guys and say, we have to take care of ourselves first. It's the analogy of, emergency on the plane, oxygen, mask comes down, put it on yourself first before you put it on someone else. I like that analogy because it's very clear. Like, yeah, because if I can't breathe, then, I can't help anybody else. And helping myself is all about, being selfish and taking advantage is very different from being selfish and being able to say, if I'm not mentally taking care of myself, because that's really first, because the mental mindset reset, which is what this is all about. Remember, $99 special. I'm extending it today because I'm going to be driving in the car. So I'm hoping that you guys will sign up in the time that I'm driving and I get home. I want to hear that ping that you guys are dropping into the program. We've got a bunch of people that signed up. I'm so grateful and blessed and happy that 5 weeks of me and you and getting our head together, getting our bodies together. I know if you're like me, I've been working out this whole time, but I've also, my diet is completely off, my schedule is off, my strategy is off, my schedule, like the way that I normally move. So my body's going, hey, why are you eating so late? And I'm feeling it. So a great time, 5 weeks, sign up, drop me a 99 in the comments below. Let's go ahead and talk about fear. What is your fear? And as I'm going through the show, I want you guys, my clock stopped. I want you guys to go ahead and reach out to me, drop me some comments below, give me some, what are your fears? Are your fears mental? Are your fears financial? Are your fears in your relationships? Are your fears personal? Are we carrying fears from the past? Are we carrying, a lot of us carry a lot of things that, we call them schisms. Like, this happened when I was 5 and it's just stayed with me the rest of my life. For example, grasshoppers. And a crazy story for me was I was coming home and we have a little toggle light switch, and I was a little girl and I was with my family and we went out to dinner and I was coming home, so I ran to turn the light on, so I reached up and I grabbed the toggle and there was a grasshopper on it, and it just scared me so bad. To this day I hate grasshoppers. I just hate grasshoppers. So is it legitimate? I mean, is anybody like seen like a grasshopper, like rawr, like a grasshopper and a lion? Let's see, which one should I be fearful of, right? The grasshopper is not going to do anything to me. It's kind of like the fear of cockroaches, the same. Anybody else out there hate cockroaches as much as me? Like, I don't know anybody that like has pet cockroaches, but the cockroach is like real, right? And it's gross and it's disgusting, and they fly, and if you're from Miami, you know that cockroaches fly. And I've also seen lately, those big cockroaches that look like they have like battle shields, are like Spartan. They're like flat and just disgusting. They're like big, huge, telling you like they have like a battle shield on them, and they move really slow. And they're cockroaches. And I'm like, that's disgusting. But the worst are the big palmettos that fly, and you see them like in the corner, you're like, oh my God. Like, I have a friend that's afraid of spiders, and spiders don't really do it for me. Like, I like spiders. I'm like, spiders eat cockroaches. So it's a win-win, right? So our fears are sometimes what we have like kind of gotten ourselves invested with. Like, I don't like snakes. Why don't I like snakes? I don't like the unknown of a snake. Like, the way they move and the way they kind of slither around, and that's just me. And I have friends that have snakes for pets, and I'm like, I really prefer cuddling with my dogs than a snake, right? Just me, guys. Wendy Unger, what up? Melinda, Amber, water bugs. What's a water bug? You guys need to send me a link because I'm not clear on a water bug. I might have to Google that. Fear of, I used to have a, swear, this is so crazy. I don't even know where it came from. I had a fear of elevators. And it was a 6-month period of my life where I just was petrified of getting into elevators. Like, I don't know where it came from. And one day I just like snapped out of it, but I would get to an elevator and I had anxiety and my head, and it was like, ugh. Where did it come from? I don't know. You have a fear of driving? I'm scared to go back to the office and evolve commute. People at my office is toxic. Yeah. So Bessie, overgrown roach. That's disgusting. I don't know. Yeah. Bugs in general are just weird. I mean, they're gonna outlive us anyway, so we're gonna wipe ourselves out off this planet like sooner than later. Like, if we don't get our shit together. But bugs are gonna be here way after we are. Bessie, yeah. So I'm gonna validate. Let's go in deep right now, Bessie, because the fear of going back to work, I think, is totally legit for a lot of people, because the coronavirus has pushed us back inside of our home, where before we were, up, out, dressed, driving, traffic. It was our norm. Our norm was up, out, driving, traffic, go. Bosses, employees, people that we work with that we just fucking hate. I said it for you. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think we're supposed to really like the people we work with, because it's almost like we're being forced to like them because we work with them, and they're probably not people that we would ever have 2-second conversation outside of working with them, right? Or like, oh, my coworker. I love that word, my coworker. My coworker. Like, I don't like you now, and I think your stuff is like bogus, but we work together, and there you are. And hi, with all that fake 9 hours a day, right? And, it's tough, because I think that a lot of people, I have always been able to work for myself, but I've also had an umbrella when I work at a gym. And when I work at a gym, I have to wear a certain, t-shirt, and I'm like, I don't like your logo. Your t-shirt material sucks. I don't identify with the club I work at. I identify with myself. And so when you work in an office and you actually have to get out of your bed, get into your car, and you start thinking, and a lot of this is subliminal, and hear me out. Sometimes we drive cars that we can't afford to impress people that we don't even like. We buy clothes and shoes and makeup and purses and bags and things to impress other people. And coronavirus has shoved us all into our house. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I came here with a bag of clothes, and I've been wearing the same clothes over and over and over and over and over. And it's great because I have a washing machine right there, so, every couple of days I'm doing laundry because I'm a sweaty pig, right? But because it's put us all back in our house, we can Zoom those people that we work with, but we don't have to hang out with them, and we don't have to, tell our stories and, oh, how was your day? none of your business, which we can't really do. Oh, it was great, had a great day. And then they bring things to the office that you're tempted to eat, and you want to tell them, hey, I'm on a diet. My coach would not approve of that. So you tend to get into bad habits. And then you're working hours, like crazy, crazy, crazy hours, and you're super stressed. And then you got to get back in your car that you pay for, and the insurance, and the whole thing. And then you drive home, and the sun comes down, and you're like, so fear and anxiety is what's happening to a lot of people, because they're going, holy crap, I love being home because I was with my husband or my wife and my kids or my people or my family, and I got to take breaks and go for a walk or go outside and get some sun. So your fear and anxiety of going back into society, you've recognized that we've had like a really good time being quarantined. Like, quarantine wasn't such a bad thing. It was not horrible for me at all. Like, at all. I loved every minute of being here with you guys, being here with my family, being able to spend time in another location. My sister bought me a bed, a Tempur-Pedic bed, just so I'd be comfortable. She's like, you're not comfortable? I order you a bed. I mean, that's family. So I hope that this is something that you guys can relate to, and I totally get it, because I'm getting these conversations with you guys that it's valid. Your fear of re-entering, you're like, I don't want to go back. It's like little kids that hate school. So, all right, moms, this is for you. Sometimes your kids are just acting out because they don't want to go back to school because they're probably being bullied and they're hanging out with people. It's the same as work. If you guys don't like your coworkers, a lot of your kids don't like the other kids. Trust me, I was that kid. I love school. I loved actually learning, and I loved my teachers, but I didn't really like the people I went to school with. I never did. I was an oddball. I felt like I was like odd kid out, but I played sports, so I was popular in sports, so I was accepted. But I didn't really like those people. I don't know who those people are. I still have my friends to this day, but it's the same idea. Like, I don't hang out. I don't know you. You're like different family, but we're here in this classroom with all these people, right? So it's the same thing. Now you have a car and clothes you have to wear. You have to wear clothes that you don't even like. And some of you are wearing like polyester shit to work. Now, I'm just making it real. If this is uncomfortable for you, I totally get it. I mean, I made a choice early on in my life, like, I don't want to wear that outfit. I don't want to have to wear these. I have a closet to this day full of suits, like corporate suits. I don't want to get into my corporate life, but I went there. I totally went there. Huh. Bessie, oh my God, I love it every minute to be at my house with exactly. And I think a lot of people are pivoting in their businesses right now where they're saying, you know what, I love what I do, but I want to do this for myself because I want to stay home. Now, I'm not suggesting that the world is going to collapse, but I think a lot of people are recognizing that what the coronavirus did is expose us to remote work environment. Like, why do I have to pay? If I were a CEO and I knew that all my employees can work from home and the job was getting done, why do I have to pay for the lights and the building and a brick and mortar if I don't need to? Not saying that brick and mortar is not valid, because a lot of businesses that need, I want to walk into my bank. I like walking into my bank. I just do. I like walking into my store. It has to be that. Me in a suit? Can't imagine. You in anything other than leggings and cutoff shirt. Oh, girl. So, some of you on here know me and have known me for a long, long time. Pencil skirts, shirts, jackets, girl. I can rock CEO. I am a CEO, but I go to business meetings like this. right? I run the show, so I don't care. But yeah, that was me. And that was also a time in my life where I made a decision. I don't want to live like that. That's not who I am. I don't want to work for somebody that's going to tell me what to do or regulate my hours. And truthfully, it's really the bottom line is when they tell you the truth is find your passion and you never work a day in your life. I can do this all day long. I consult. As soon as I turn this off, I have my whole day set up. And I talk to you guys all day long. And I love, love, love. I can help you guys sort out your problems and connect the dots for you. And I love that. So let's go back to fear. Let's talk about, first of all, good morning. Good morning, Tina. Cindy Gold is in the house. Cindy, I know you had a birthday. Happy birthday. Alice is in the house. Fear, fear, fear. What is your fear? Drop me a comment below. Scotty, I think I saw you on here. Drop me a comment below. Again, today is my last show in Jacksonville. I will be heading back to Miami. I have a couple of really amazing events coming up in Miami. We're going to continue the show. A lot of you guys were freaking out. You're like, are you going to stop Coffee Talk? I'm like, no, it's a thing. Coffee Talk is a thing. I'm being... I don't even want to say what's coming up, but I have a couple of meetings back in Miami for 2 bigger projects that I'm working on, which means you're going to have more of me, more accessibility to me. So Coffee Talk is probably going to be a regular thing, and my workouts are also going to be a regular thing. Kim, what is up? Welcome. Fear that this fucking shoulder and hip won't heal fast enough for me to be active again like yesterday. My love, Steven. Steven, I miss you. I love you. I need to see you. I like what you do, but I hate I like what I do, but I hate my environment. I'm scared to leave because I don't know what I'm good at. Sometimes what we do is we kind of have a, thank you for your honesty. That's who I am. My honesty is my signature. People get scared. I talked to one of my clients yesterday, and I hope this resonates with you guys. Talked to my client yesterday, and she goes, when I first met you, I was scared to death. And that's a very, very typical comment that I get from a lot of people. Because when people see a strong female, the fear level just escalates. And I get that. Because when I also see strong females, first of all, I get really excited. I'm like, oh yeah, it's another alpha. Alpha is in the house. But if it's an unauthentic alpha, an unauthentic or a dishonest alpha, then I'm completely put off. I love my authentic alphas. I love my alpha males also, that are not like bro, but they're very strong. And I come from a strong father who was an alpha, but he was like, all of his females are in front of him. He was very powerful without a voice. He didn't need to. And we are all very strong women in my family. And coming from that, I love that. And when she said that I scared her, I said, and then she goes, and then she had to watch me a couple of times, and she goes, she realized, that it was, a moth to flame. She goes, I really was super attracted to your energy. And like you said, honesty. And I will always give you guys that. Always, always, always. I don't lie. I don't need to lie. Who's got time for that? And I think that what I said yesterday was, I have always been looking for the female voice that I have become. I have always been looking for that female voice that I have become. Because I didn't find it, I made it into who I am so that you guys, and I have a lot of my boys on here too that are like, preach, girl, and validate that. And again, I opened this segment today with being an ally, and I want to kind of get back to that. We're going to start our workout 10 o'clock sharp because I'm heading back to Miami today, and I want to get out of here and get back on the road. We got a lot of work to do, but I want to get you guys onto this, like, you know, coffee talk today is fear and just crushing through it. Raquel, what is up? Welcome. Aaron, welcome. Good morning. What's holding you back? What if I were to tell you, and I don't want this to be a trigger or a harsh kind of visual. There's a couple of books there's a book, and I'm probably going to screw it up. It's like, what are the 5 things that people on their deathbed, it's a book, and I'll get the book. I have it in my Audible, and they're saying, what are your top 5 regrets? What are your top 5 regrets? And one of the things I think about is and I have longevity in my family, so, you know, my mom's 86. You guys have seen her on here. You know, I've got at least 30 more years to go. What do I want to do with my life? Do I just continue being meek and, you know, let me be a good girl. Let me not say fuck. Let me not offend people. Let me not, you know, let me see what they're doing, and I'll just kind of do what they do. And, you know, I've never been that way. So I'm just giving you guys an example of, why are you not living your best life? Why are you not reaching out? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of failure? Because that's legit. That is total legit. And the failure part, if we use coronavirus as like, we've all failed, but we didn't fail. It's like a forced failure and an opportunity to pivot and get out there. One of the things that I try to teach people is, listen, you probably have a skill that you can teach. And maybe you do it like super underground. Like, you know, I'm just going to do this little workshop and teach people how to knit. I don't know what. Paint. I don't know what your thing is. Or maybe you have a business skill that you can pass on to other people. Right? What is your fear of failure? I'm going to fail because I can't pay my bills. Well, a lot of you just lost your job. I did. My gym was just like, one day to the next. See ya. Not even like, hey, Lisa, we're probably going to close in a couple of days, but we're going to help you out and, you know, get you through the next week or so. Not a word. I got a text message. I don't know about you guys. But that's also the beauty of me, you know, working for myself. And I'm my base, I'm my foundation. I hustle, I get it going, that's on me. I fail on my own. And a lot of people and a lot of my friends have, you know, 20, 30-year careers I call golden handcuffs. They've been like in jail for 30 years doing their job with benefits and all of that. And that's badass, you know, and that's a roll of the dice. That's like you know what? I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to retire and I'm going to live in this house and I'm going to be in the woods, and that's that. And that's cool. That's my mom and my sister. I just can't do it. I've always got to learn and try and grow and reinvent and create. And I'm so happy to be here with you guys. And fear of failure is, you know, I love to work with analogies like, who was it? Edison had tried, I don't know, some crazy number like 1,000 times over and over and over, and it kept failing and failing and failing and failing, and then one day, boop, right? I think Ford did the same thing. I think in his story was he was in the Ford plant and he told these guys, I know I'm going to chop this story up, but you get the idea. I want you to create a V8. And they were like, can't be done. And he's like, create the V8. And they said, it can't be done. And over and over and over. And he's like, go back and figure it out. Create the V8. Engine, of course. Over and over and over. And I think as the story went, that the engineers, like, you know, a couple of years later of do it again, do it again, do it again, people look at that as failure. The engineers were looking at it as failure, but Ford was looking at it like, I know it can be done. And obviously we have V8 engines, right? Roger Bannister, 5 Minute Mile. Could not be done, they said. That same day that he busted through the mile, I think there was like 7 other people that broke it as well. Vasily Alexeyev, you guys are old enough to remember, strongman, can't deadlift over 800 pounds, right? Boom, he did it, and so did 3 other guys. Because when we know that it can be done, so was there fear of failure in somebody's eyes? Or do you think if Ford said, I just threw scrap, don't worry about it, guys. It's not happening, then forget it. How many of you have kids out there, right? And you're like, you tell your baby, like, oh, it's not walking. Just give up. Forget about it. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like a child. Right, exactly. Oh, you're not learning how to talk, so they must be like handicapped. Poor baby. Who does that? I want to reach into the phone right now and I want to grab you guys and I want you to go, I have everything that anyone else has. I have everything that anyone else has. Why not me? Why not me? And I've said that since I'm a little kid. If not me, why not me? I have advantages. I have skin color, right? And that's what we opened this show with. Black Lives Matters, people. To all my black and brown family out there, we're going to get this right. We have to. And we as allies, we have to step up. And there's fear there. There's fear in, you know, helping or assisting. We are afraid to lean in. What's going to happen? You get arrested? So I ask you guys, what's your fear? I used to have a fear of like the phone ringing. Swear. I used to have a fear of getting the mail. Oh my God. It's only bills. Anybody else? Raise your hand. Send me some love. Like you hate going to the mailboxes. You're like, there's never anything good. And totally you get that IRS letter and you're like, And then you realize, it's just an illusion. It's a stupid letter. It's not, nobody jumped out of the letter. How many of you had problems? Big problems. Like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get out of this. Like 5 years ago. And you're here with me going, oh yeah, that was like pretty crazy. I was like really wrapped up in that problem. But it resolved itself. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, problems are problems and you have anxiety and stress, but is it holding you back? Is it holding you back from going all in and becoming everything that you want to become? Drop me a comment below. What is it that you want to become? What is it that you want to share with the world? And remember, at the end of the day, on our deathbeds, and I speak for myself, Have I done everything that I want to do? No. Am I living my best life? Yes. Do I have any regrets? No. Have I made bad choices? Absolutely. Could I have done better? Yes. Have I hurt people? Yes. Have we all made mistakes? That's the human condition. Yeah, I used to feel like that in my younger ages. Absolutely. There's nothing sexier than aging and maturing. There's nothing uglier than aging and still being a dick. Like, people that get old and get bitchy are people that never resolved their issues. They've never evolved past, and I say age is so in your mind. And here's a great example, and it's a fear thing. Like, I think between the ages of like 30, not between, I think like 30 is it. Like, you stop being more of, right? I think you guys will agree with me. So, like, after 30, you're like, am I more? Am I matured? Do I get more? I think you accumulate, and we have life, but I think it's not like I get older. The time passes, but I'm pretty much the same person I was at 30 that I am now, right? And understand me that the thing that has changed the most is that I am so much more vulnerable. I'm so much more empathetic. I hear and see with different eyes. I see from a parent's perspective, now that I'm taking care of someone that I love, who is vulnerable, super vulnerable. I'm just so much more relaxed than I was, because the same shit that happened to me at 30 happens to me now. I'm like, yeah. Oh my God, but what happens if that happens and this happens and that and It's just all mindless chatter. Super mindless chatter. Yeah. Living your best life is also being able to say, you know what, I don't need to compete with other people. Bessie, this is for you. None of us need to compete with other people. Melissa, you hear me loud and clear. Sensei Young, what is up? We don't need to compete with other people. And as soon as we step back and stop competing with other people, I think it's funny that people like that know me like this don't know me like other ways, or other, like, the way I dress. It's like, because it's nobody's business. I dress for me. I live for me. I do for me. I make myself happy. I try to do for others as much as I can. Gail Bannister, what is up? In my 30s, I feel I got more spiritual than clearly evolves in time. Absolutely. And I'm not that. I think spirituality is super personal. I think that there is definitely a universal cause and effect. I think that the more I give, the better I feel. I don't expect anything in return, and that's where it comes back. So it's not the karma effect of I do good, I get good back. It's not that. It's not that at all. In fact, it's only when I give as much as I can without expecting a return, which I never do, and I just go about my day and I keep giving as much as I can, is when I really feel like super. This is happy, by the way, guys. This is not happy. That's just bizarre. So if you guys are searching for happy, you're weird. Like, there's medication for people like that. Just to be clear. And sad is not, those are just emotions. And those are roller coasters, by the way. Life is a roller coaster. Every day is a roller coaster. We're water and blood and ligaments and tendons and brain and all of that. And we're also a victim of TV and media and all of this reflection. And literally, if you guys have been like me, because I have a very big brown and black family, like huge, and I adore and love them, and I want to throw the fuck up every day because of what I'm watching, and I have to like back away, or I feel like it just sits here because it pisses me off. And if it's not bothering you guys and you're immune to it, wow. Like, we're never gonna evolve. We're just not. But if you guys are on TV and you're watching stuff and you're in social media and it's drawing you in and you're kind of festering in, you know, left side, right side, up and down, and, you know, you're gonna make yourself crazy and you're gonna get yourself into a spiral. But the best thing that we can do is give back. Give back. How can I help you? How can I help you? And we talk about the word ally. Not only am I'm an ally, but I've got eyes and ears, and I say stuff to people that need to be talked to. I don't talk to them on the computer. I actually talk to them with my voice, and I say things that are just needed to be said. That's fear, guys. Some of you are just afraid to speak up. And if that's where you are, and that's okay. That's totally okay. I get it. I get it. It's a scary time to speak up, because you're not sure if people are gonna, you know, they're gonna look down on you or judge you. Or maybe because of where you work, you have to do and say and act a certain way because there's an overabundance of them. And I say poo. I say poo to that. Just poo. I say it's time to change your job. I say it's time to change your friends. I say it's time to change your clothes and stop wearing what they want you to wear. And I say it's time to speak up. I promise you guys, there's power in your voice. And there's a lot of my girls that are on here, my really strong females that are holding back power. Especially my white females that have the power to, you know, support each other. Why are we killing each other? I just want to know, why are we doing that? Why is this happening? And how do we change it? I know for a fact when great minds come together and we need to make a change happens. But we have to work together and we have to support each other. So I want to go back to fear, coffee talk. It is 9:44. I'm going to go on for about another 5 minutes or so. You guys got a little quiet on me, and that's cool. Robert, welcome. Welcome, Laura, welcome. Good morning. My goal here is to get inside your head a little bit, maybe poke at you, to get you guys to start thinking and saying and doing and going, you know what? That Lisa character, she said some things that were really right on. And I don't care if you guys think I'm full of shit either. I'm not full of shit. I'm just saying what I feel. I try to be, you know, broad spectrum. I don't lean left. I don't lean right. I'm not even in the middle. Melissa says dance break. Hell yeah. Lisa, I love you too. And you know, I'm not here to look for an applaud or oh, you're such a, I don't care. I'm coming to you with this show. I'm going to continue on, but what I want is I want to get you guys like all on the same page and know that there are people out there that think and act and talk just like you. And that there are people out there that support you. And there are people out there that really care. I care. I really care. And right now I really care about my fellow brown and black brothers and sisters that I adore. And and I want you guys to know, like, it enrages me. It just, like, ugh. And know that there are white people out there that love you, and we support you, and we protect you. And it's not to say you're alone, because you're not. And I would never, ever say, not all white people, and not all cops. It's not that. It's that we as humans need to step up and do better. And lean in and support wherever we can, and we become a better society. And we stop having fear. Because a lot of us have fear. And can you imagine? Like, I'm a white female, so I get my shit from, men thinking they're better or bigger or badder. I'm like, yeah, bring it, bro. Just bring it. Chest up to me, son. Haha. But I can do that. Right? But can you imagine walking around and you're just afraid to go to the fucking grocery store because you're black or brown or your skin is not the tone of the day? The fuck? That just creeps me out, man. So bad. Because I thought I lived in America. Go live somewhere else if you don't like it. I don't know. As far as I know, we stole our land from red-skinned people. Yeah. So, you guys, fear of failure, fear of police, fear of men, fear of spiders, fear of life. Let's live, let's be better people. Let's go out in a way that, hold on. Incident just happened to me in my own neighborhood. It is getting out of hand. Yeah. Lisa, I'm coming to Miami. I'll come down there and I'll fuck some people up. I'll fuck them up. This is stupid white people. SWP. I think that was a group, right? Stupid white people. And it's weird because I think you guys know me. I was born and raised in Miami, so I have like a backwards culture, I was raised with black and brown people. I was the minority. I was one of 5 white kids in school, period, end of story, until I went to high school. So my brain and my mentality and my culture was upside down. SWV. So when I went to high school, it was, no, this is a Hispanic. Oh, against you, Hispanic? Yeah. There's also a subculture of Hispanics that are 1,000% racist against black people. Listen, I was raised in Miami, so don't argue with me. I know it, I see it, I grew up with it, and it's weird. And it becomes a value system that these people feel that they are more valuable. I know across cultures with, people from Argentina, Venezuela, Colombia, all these people that are like light-skinned, they value light-skinned Latin people. And I know, like, I have friends that are from Argentina, they're like, I'm not Latin. I'm like, what? Then I'm not Latin, I'm European. I'm like, you're fucking racist. No. I like black people, but I am from Europe descent. And I'm like, okay, ready? Here goes. You're from Europe descent? No, actually, you're a human, so we all come from the same common ancestors, you idiot. Oh, no, no, no. That's my people come from, and with the total, like, accent, right? Yes, racist fucking Hispanics, it grosses me out. I know, me too. 100% correct about Spanish. No, I know. Listen, I'm not telling you guys anything that is, like, odd. It's just, it's real. I know, listen, Cuban culture, because I was born in Miami, so hear me out, 1963. Listen, I was born 1963, let's get real. Totally off topic. Now I'm just fired up. Now you're pissing me off. The Cubans, and I was in a 1963, there was segregation. Segregation. Busing out of the school district. What the fuck? So I live it. I lived it. I have white friends that have no clue what segregation is, okay? I have white friends that are racist as well. I think we're all a little bit racist, but I don't really call it racist. I call it profiling. Because there's some black motherfuckers out there that want to fuck with your shit, right? Because you're white. And I'm like, hey, yo, bring it down a notch. I love you. Let's not go there, right? Let's not tussle. Time for a dance break. I got Hispanic friends that are super racist against black people, and I'm like, bro, it's called skin check, melanin check, melanin check. This is gonna be a whole new thing. Oh my god, and Alice Colombiana, right? And you go to Colombia and you're like neighbors. One is black and one is like white, and they're like both Colombian, and they're like racist. How's that working for you? How's that racist thing working for you? Is it, are you good? You good? You having a good time? Yeah? And then you're like, you love your black bands, right? You love your black culture. You're so stupid. Yeah. Alice, I'm with you, boo. I love everyone until you're a dick. And then you can just walk on. I do. I just love people. And I'm fascinated by different subcultures of people and how people identify with, you know, the clothes that they wear, and right? And don't get me started in like hairstyles and all of that, and you know, cultures of you know, the way people dress and stuff. Can we just start loving each other a little bit better? What are Sammy's? Alice, I got a workout to do here. I just want you guys to know I'm not gonna stop this topic. I'm not gonna stop saying, unless they like censor me, and that's okay, but I don't think they'll censor me because I'm not really. Imagine, Lisa, I'm no black and no white and Hispanic. I know, right? You just like them. Listen, Bessie, there's not one human being that I know, and let's talk science. We all come from the same ancestor, common ancestor, okay? Same DNA. We got fit. And what I need you guys to understand is that we're all the fucking same. The last time we cut people open, blood's the same. Did you know that that was a black person's heart? Did you know that that was a Hispanic person's liver? No, but if you fucking need one, I bet you take it. Sorry, I'm a little passionate. I'm getting fired up. I got my Pia going. So I double dog dare you guys. And white people, and you know who I'm talking to. Like light skin, white, blonde hair, you bitches better fucking stand up. And I don't mean, you know, I'm really upset that they killed that guy. How could they kill that guy? No, go to the rallies. Get on the phone. Align yourself. Do more. Because it pays off. It really does. We need to start loving each other and coming together. And here's another thing, guys. We need to start supporting each other financially. We need to support our businesses. We need to support our female businesses. We need to support our mom and pop businesses. We need to go into our other cultures and start supporting our businesses. That's what's going to change a lot. Listen, I love you guys. I'm going to wrap it up. I hope that I've entertained you for the past hour. We've got a show in about 4 minutes. I'm going to go check on my mom. Today's my last workout in Jacksonville. I'm driving back to Miami today. I'm super excited. Excuse me. We've got a 5-week program starting on Monday. 5 weeks to get it together. Mindset reset, body reset, lose a little fluff, get your head together, stop smoking, stop drinking. Like, let's crush it. $99 until tonight. I extended it one more day. I promise after today, price goes up and I'm closing the doors. If you're not on the program, nothing I can do to help you out. You're just going to be here with me going, oh, you just missed out on all the great stuff that's happening. So drop me a $99 in the comments below. If you like it, share it, send it, put it out there. Guys, I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Go ahead and get your bands and your mat. We've got dumbbell work also. The workout is in the description. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Peace out.